Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your go-to source for in-depth political commentary and behind-the-scenes revelations from South Africa's ever-evolving political theatre. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your thoughts, because today, we are diving into a story that could shake the very foundations of the economic freedom fighters and redefine the contours of South African revolutionary politics. A political storm is brewing, and at the center of it stands none other than Floyd Shivambu, once a trusted lieutenant of Julius Malema, and a founding member of the EFF, now allegedly entangled in covert dealings with a man considered a pariah by many within the movement, former President Jacob Zuma. This isn't just a story of secret meetings, it's a story of betrayal, ambition, and the slow unraveling of a revolutionary ideal. For months, possibly even years, it seems Floyd had been laying the groundwork for what many are now calling a political defection in slow motion. According to close sources and corroborated by a viral social media exposé, Floyd held discreet meetings at Nkandla, Zuma's infamous homestead, without the knowledge or consent of his fellow EFF leadership. Even Julius Malema, known for his vigilance and iron grip over party discipline, was reportedly kept in the dark. This raises the question, how long had this been going on? And more importantly, why? To understand the gravity of this situation, we must look at the symbolic and political weight Jacob Zuma carries within the South African political consciousness. Zuma is not just a former president, he's a deeply polarizing figure. To some, he is a hero of the anti-apartheid struggle and a man of the people. To others, he is the architect of state capture, the face of corruption, and the very embodiment of the rot that many South Africans believe the EFF was created to oppose. So, when a senior EFF figure like Floyd engages in clandestine dialogue with Zuma, it's more than just a meeting, it's a fundamental ideological breach. Observers now look back and recognize that the signs of Floyd's departure from revolutionary orthodoxy were always there, hidden in plain sight. His increasingly moderated tone in interviews, his softer posture on issues where the EFF typically took a hardline stance, and his noticeable absence from certain high-stakes political moments, it all adds up. But hindsight, as they say, is 20/20. The secretive nature of these Nkandla meetings suggests a long-term strategy at play, a calculated move to realign Floyd's political future with Zuma's post-ANC revival efforts. Many believe this could be linked to the rise of the MK Party, the newly formed political platform backed by Zuma and filled with ANC defectors and disgruntled revolutionaries who feel sidelined in the current political order. It's no secret that the MK Party has been actively courting figures with grassroots credibility and national recognition. Floyd, with his intellectual gravitas, parliamentary experience, and revolutionary pedigree, fits that mold perfectly. If this theory holds true, it wouldn't be just a personal betrayal, it would signal an ideological realignment with massive implications. What's even more troubling is the complete lack of transparency in all of this. By operating behind closed doors, Floyd has effectively undermined the collective leadership model that the EFF has always championed. This isn't just a political miscalculation, it's a breach of trust, both to his comrades and to the millions of South Africans who believed in the promise of economic freedom through principled, collective struggle. At this point, Julius Malema is reportedly still unaware of the full extent of Floyd's covert engagements. And if this is true, it represents a major security lapse within the party, one that could expose the EFF to further internal sabotage. Already, murmurs of division and factionalism are growing louder, with some insiders claiming that Floyd had long been cultivating a faction within the EFF that sought a more pragmatic, and arguably opportunistic, approach to politics. Political analysts are warning that this development is emblematic of a larger crisis that faces many revolutionary movements. When personal ambition begins to conflict with collective goals, fractures are inevitable. And once trust is broken, it's hard, if not impossible, to repair. The EFF has always presented itself as a disciplined force, one that operates with military-style precision and ideological clarity. If one of its founding members has truly defected, if Floyd's betrayal proves true, then this could shake the party to its core. But let's zoom out for a moment and examine the broader implications. Jacob Zuma, through the MK Party and his ongoing political influence, is actively reshaping South Africa's political landscape. He has already undermined the ANC's authority in key regions and has demonstrated that his political obituary was written far too soon. By allegedly drawing in figures like Floyd Shivambu, Zuma is signaling his intent to construct a powerful alternative front, one that fuses the legitimacy of past struggle credentials with a populist, anti-establishment message that still resonates deeply in poor and working-class communities. Floyd's participation in this emerging coalition would be a huge win for Zuma, and a devastating blow to Malema. For years, the EFF has positioned itself as the only true alternative to the ANC's neoliberal compromise and the DA's elitist detachment. But if the EFF's own leadership is seen as corruptible or ideologically fluid, it could cost them credibility and votes. We also have to consider the timing. With South Africa's political calendar heating up and coalition talks becoming the new normal, every party is trying to fortify its ranks and expand its influence. If Floyd jumps ship now, or is revealed to have already done so covertly, it could cause a domino effect. Other dissatisfied members might follow. Alliances might shift. And voters, already weary of political double-dealing, might grow even more cynical. What remains to be seen is how Julius Malema will respond. Will he confront Floyd publicly? Will he initiate internal disciplinary procedures? Or will he, as he's done before, downplay the issue to preserve unity and avoid scandal? Either way, the EFF is at a crossroads. The movement that once captured the imagination of the youth and the working class with its radical rhetoric and fearless activism now faces a test of internal resilience. If the allegations against Floyd are confirmed, the EFF will have to make a critical choice: reassert its ideological foundations, or risk becoming yet another party consumed by personal ambition and strategic betrayal. As this story develops, South Africans are watching closely. Because beyond the intrigue and political drama, what's really at stake here is the integrity of revolutionary politics in a country still scarred by inequality, corruption, and broken promises. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe Floyd has betrayed the movement? Is this a one-off incident, or a symptom of deeper problems within the EFF? And what do you think this means for the future of South African politics? Don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful, subscribe for more political deep dives, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay critical. See you next time.